Good morning, students. I am Dr.S.Krishnaveni, Assistant Professor of Zoology. Now I am going to discuss about blood and its component. Blood. It is the fluid tissue, reddish in color, made to flow by the pumping action of heart. Adult human contains about 5 liters of blood. Blood is formed of two components, namely a fluid component called plasma and a cellular component called formed elements. Components of blood. So it is made up of plasma and formed element. Plasma comprises amino acid, nitrogenous waste, nutrients, proteins, electrolytes, gases, albumins, fibrinogen and globulin. Formed element is made up of leukocytes, erythrocytes and platelets. Leukocytes comprises granulocyte and agranulocyte. Granulocyte comprises neutrophil, basophil, eosinophil. Agranulocyte comprises lymphocytes and monocytes and then erythrocyte. Now, plasma, it is the liquid portion of blood. Out of 5 liters of blood, 3.5 liters are plasma. It comes 90% water and the remaining 10% is formed of organic and inorganic substances. Materials include protein, glucose, nitrogenous waste, enzymes, hormones, minerals, etc. present in the plasma. There are 4 different varieties of albumin, that is serum albumin, serum globulin, fibrinogen, prothrombin. Formed element, next. RBC, it is otherwise called as red blood corpuscles. The red blood corpuscles are otherwise called as erythrocytes. Human erythrocyte is a non-nucleated, contains hemoglobin. The normal average cell count of erythrocyte in adult man is about 5 million and in female 4.5 per cubic millimeter blood. Each RBC is composed of plasma membrane and a sponge elastic substance that is called the stroma. Hemoglobin is a conjugated protein composed of a protein part called globin and the non-protein pigment is called heme. So, on combined with oxygen, hemoglobin is converted into oxyhemoglobin. The erythrocyte develop from the bone marrow of vertebrates and so the bone marrow described as the cradle of RBC. The lifespan of RBC is limited. It is shorter than most of the fixed tissue cells. The lifespan of circulating human RBC is around 120 days. As the erythrocyte became older, the cell membrane become more and more fragile and the old RBCs are disintegrated in the spleen. Once the erythrocytes have undergone fragmentation, their hemoglobin is broken down into 2 components, that is denatured globin and iron. White blood corpuscles are otherwise called as WBC. The leukocytes differ from the erythrocytes in the following aspects. They have no hemoglobin, they are bigger in size, they are nucleated and amoeboid in nature. They are much lesser in number and their lifespan is longer. There are several varieties and they have different functions. Leukocytosis is the term used to describe increase in total number of WBC in the cells. Leukocytes are 2 main types, that is granulocytes and agranulocytes. Granulocytes, WBC with the granules in the cytoplasm and the nucleus is unlobed. The increase of granulocytes in the blood is called granulocytosis. Neutrophils or scavenger cells has a granular cytoplasm and a multilobed nucleus. During infection and inflammation, their number is considerably increased in the circulating blood. The absolute number of neutrophil is 3000 to 6000 per cubic millimeter. Eosinophil, there are about 1 to 4% of the total leukocyte count. The nucleus is 2 or 3 lobed. They are increased during allergic conditions. The important functions of eosinophils are to bring about destruction and detoxification of toxins of protein origin. Basophils are about 0 to 4% of the total leukocyte count.